Big Brother's bit on the side. We are no longer an ordinary show. We are physically and mentally ready. Lionheart has put us through our paces, and from this day forward, the main show is our arch nemesis. Yeah, but before all this gets really tense and awkward, just like it did earlier, we've got a light dusting of this.
Is that blood?
I hope not. A casual whip of this.
5, 6, 7, 8. Brilliant!
Gently sprinkled with a bit of this.
Oh, fuck.
OK, right then, we have limbered up, we've knocked back a protein shake, so it's time to meet our well-oiled panel. This kept falling off in rehearsal, so I'm hoping it's not going to happen now. OK, our first contender became a professional wrestling enthusiast at the tender age of 16. So we simply had to invite him on this evening. Either that or he'd body slam us into submission. It's Luke, the Whisperer Monster! Next up, she was the naughty schoolgirl on Waterloo Road, but she got top marks for her paso doble on Strictly. She's our favourite. It's Chelsea. Perfect score, Healy. And completing our formidable lineup is a former England international rugby player known for his lightning speed on the pitch. He's truly scrumptious. It's Martin Chariot of Fire. Out of the way before it falls off and hurts somebody, because we don't need that. So a Royal Rumble on the show tonight. Shall we get stuck in? Yeah! Ding! OK, let me get that first. Right, you are a wrestling aficionado and a Big Brother superfan. So quite simply, tonight must have been your dream come true.
If I was killed right now, I'd die happy. I mean, I'm not saying kill me.
You're so dedicated to the cause,
I'd be dead, but I honestly, genuinely, I thought it was a fantastic... And I'm almost annoyed that 5 years ago, when I was in BB, that wasn't there for me, that task.
What, the wrestling or everything else that's
Are you saying that I can body
show?
slam someone, Emma? Is that what you're saying? Am I not physically capable of body slamming?
Do you want to have a go?
You... Yes, I do.
Did you enjoy the standoff with Lionheart and all the housemates? How did you find watching that?
I did. I loved the fact that they was giving a bit back.
Yes.
Which was nice, and that's exactly what I'd be doing. They was laughing at him, which I thought was a bit rude, but no, I loved it that they was giving it a bit back.
It must be quite hard, though, I would imagine, to not laugh back in that situation, because this is this guy's job. This is what he does. He's a wrestler. He's in your face. That's the way. As a sportsman, Martin, I would imagine, you know...
Yeah, but he did sound a bit like Macbeth, you know. The Scottish play.
OK, so our first bout that we saw this evening was Hazel and Gina. Martin, is this the kind of girl-on-girl Velcro action that we have been waiting for in the house?
If someone says girl-on-girl to me, that's not what I see, you know.
I said Velcro.
There's far too much Velcro, there's no mud, there's no skin, you know, so... all the things that I'm looking for weren't there.
So you were
really.
unhappy?
Yeah, I would like to see a bit of skin, you know, as I say, a bit of mud or jelly.
Jelly, yeah,
at the least.
I love it. It's Mike's first time on the show, and he's like, just get them naked. That's all I want to see. Question is, did Gina ever really stand a chance with Hazel?
No, definitely not.
She's too pampered and she's a girly girl, whereas Hazel's... Well, she's feisty.
She's feisty.
She's
and a
feisty.
fighter, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. Gina didn't stand a chance.
Did anybody think Gina would win?
No. Yeah.
Did you?
I genuinely thought she was going to win because I know deep down there she's got some anger against Hazel and she's going to whip her ass when she gets out of there. Because I can't help it. I just don't like Hazel like Gina. I love Gina and I wanted her to win, full stop.
But it's a physical thing.
Yeah, and she's like, I wanted to win. Right, OK, so then we had Callum and Dexter. They were up next. Luke, we've talked about you being a superfan. You've watched every series of Big Brother. Have we ever seen a rivalry like these two?
No, honestly, not since Kingo and the wine bottle have we seen it. have we seen anything so intense? I mean, truly, that it has been, in a way, very similar to that. But honestly, they hate each other to the extent of when they're in a retirement home together, they will still be harping on about, you know, was Charlie? No, well, Charlie died 10 years ago, but they're still going on about who's going to win Charlie's affections. That's how I see these two.
What is it with these two? What is... Because I'm lost with everything.
I don't get him is,
it's just become just ridiculously so far-fetched.
It is. It's become like a really bad storyline, hasn't it? Like in a Coronation Street episode, and then you'd have a tram come and kill them both. It's all about death for me tonight, actually. But what I'm saying...
Get out! You're being too morbid.
I'm sorry. For me, I just feel as though, like, they compliment each other, oh, you're really intelligent, you're really intelligent. I don't think either of them really are that intelligent.
Really?
Yeah, I genuinely believe that, yeah. I think
that's what Gina said tonight,
exactly,
wasn't she?
Yeah.
She said that she thinks that the reason they don't get on is because they're both so intelligent. What do you think, Martin?
No, I just think that Dexter keeps poking Callum, you know, and he's, figuratively speaking, and, you know, if you keep poking a bear, sooner or later it's going to get up and growl at you, and that's basically what Callum's doing now, he's reacting. I don't think there would be this sort of, you know, war between them if not for the fact that, you know, Dexter's been horrible to Callum. A lot of people have been horrible to Callum in this house.
Why do you think that Dexter gets under his skin so much? OK, go on.
So I know the answer to that one.
Put our hands up. Is that what we do now?
Watch the audience. Don't put your hand up. Just shout. Just shout.
Polite.
I know, she's so polite. I love her. She's lovely, Chelsea. Why is he getting under his skin so much?
I reckon, well, it's all started basically because Charlie is giving Dexter a bit of attention.
Right.
And then Charlie nominated Callum, so now he's fully... He's gone under by that.
So you think it is all down to the rivalry for Charlie?
Yeah, for sure. It's all because of this girl.
Well, I wouldn't say it's all down to it, but that's probably the final straw that he's thinking.
That's what started it?
No, I think that's what's finished it. The fact that she's you know, voted for him now, he thinks I've lost her now, so... You know,
I'm just going
I've got nothing else to lose, so he might as well tell you what he thinks.
Dexter's affections came from nowhere, though. It was 2 months in, and he sat there on a bench.
That's because they're not real.
But he went on the bench and went, you know, the person I really like is, I mean, it's you. And she was like,
whether
what?
they're real or not, you don't do that. You know, if
It's
someone
ridiculous.
guys with, you know, if you're a supposed mate, you know, has been, you know, spent 3 weeks, you know, trying to get hold of a girl.
He does seem to be hanging out a lot more with Hazel again now, doesn't he, Dexter?
Yeah, exactly, because
Who knows
Charlie's
what's
shown
going on
zero
in his head,
interest.
right.
And Hazel's, you know, wants to... She's got that thing. She's, you know, with a man in the
alone.
bedroom in the safe house. What? I'm just saying it. What? I'm not over
If there was
that.
someone that was going to go there, it's always going to be fucking you, isn't it? It really is. Right, this is what Dexter had to say about everything this morning.
Still uncomfortable living in the same house as Callum, but apart from that, everything's cool.
Why are you uncomfortable living in a house with Callum?
I just don't like the man, and it just really makes my skin crawl. And it's just horrible, 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 horrible. I just can't wait till either he leaves or I leave and I never have to see his face again.
Is this all to do with your battle round yesterday?
No, I think that was the start of it, but then he was just bringing up a comment that I said to him like 4 weeks ago, and just it was the undertones. He was drunk anyway, and he wasn't making any sense. I don't want to bring it up again because I'm just trying to forget about it. But I'm still strong on the fact that I just don't like him, and he's just up to something, and it's just not nice. I just really don't like the man. He's not getting any words from me at all. As far as I'm concerned, he doesn't exist as a housemate.
Where's it all going to end up? I just don't know. It kind of seems, though, watching this evening, that Dexter has slightly more people on his side than Callum does. Obviously, Sam is on Callum's side against Dexter. Do you think, Chelsea, that Callum's going to isolate himself even more?
I reckon so, yeah. I feel that they just both need to man up and get it off the chest instead of they just seem to be bickering. But now Callum's told him how he feels, I reckon he probably will isolate himself. Like you said, there's not that many people that are on Callum's side, and with Charlie nominating him, I bet he just feel on his own.
It was quite nice, though, that Gina could see both points of view.
Yeah.
Considering she's such a close friend to Dexter and gets on quite well with them, she did kind of have Callum's back, and she was listening and wanted to kind of know how he felt. How do you guys feel about this?
Callum's inadequacy, he's projecting onto Dexter. Dexter is confident, professional, has had relationships with women. Callum doesn't feel like that, and he resents the confidence that Dexter has in himself. And I think Dexter has the right to be himself as a man in the house. you know, he's not stopping Callum being who he is.
But you shouldn't knock someone's confidence if that's how they're feeling.
But he doesn't feel confident within himself, Callum.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a lack of that within himself. And because Dexter has, he resents him. He's got to build up his own confidence.
OK. Very quickly.
Yeah, Dexter's playing the game. Callum's lost all control of the game, and he doesn't know who he is because he's played so many characters, and he doesn't know who he is now. Where Dexter's got the upper hand, he knows it's a game, and he's playing to it. That's why he's going over to Hazel now.
Do we have a pro Callum in the audience?
Yes.
There has to be. Come on.
I do feel sorry for Callum, just a little bit. I mean, he went for Charlie, and then Dexter went, oh, I'm going for Charlie, and he just don't know where to put himself anymore, and I feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
And the way he went, maybe he shouldn't have gone off at Dexter the way he did, but I did feel sorry for him, and him letting himself go, I guess.
As Martin said earlier on, if you keep poking someone, eventually, keep poking a bear, eventually they're going to growl at you.
Yeah, but I like the way that, you know, Sam spoke up
Yeah.
for Callum, you know, when he spoke to Dexter. Because, you know, Dexter is playing the game, but because those two are close, so he can actually see what Dexter's doing. So, you know, he called him up on it.
Yeah.
And Dexter's the kind of guy who thinks he can talk himself out of anything. He's that intelligent.
We do see him doing that quite a lot.
He can talk himself at any cul-de-sac. He thinks, yeah, I'll just come out of it. Oh, no, I didn't actually mean that. What I actually meant was... It's like, mate, it is bullshit.
You do see him doing this quite a lot.
And the ironic thing is, neither of them are going to win.
We've got to stop!
They're not going to win. They're not going to win.
We really need to move on at this man, and then we went there and there and there, and now you want some more.
Sorry.
And they're going, now we really do. OK, so we really have to. Still to come, we've got all kinds of goodness, including the meeting of two kitchen heavyweights. Jackie Travers and Claire Richards make sweet dinner together. But first, there is another housemate to evict on Friday. The fates of Callum, Dexter, Hazel and the twins hang in the balance. Who goes? You decide! Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side, trash talking the main show for the whole of the last 15 minutes. Yeah, you scared yet? Probably not. Probably not. Right, we've got another mouthwatering exclusive just for you. This time, Callum, he's having his say.
I don't like Dexter. I don't like the way he is. I won't trust Dexter. I can sit near Dexter, and if Dexter says something that's funny, I will laugh. It's not, I'm not supposed to sit there stony face going, will not laugh at that because it was Dexter, or I will leave the situation because it's Dexter. I won't be moved. I'm an unmoved. You know, you can't push me out of things, Dexter. Sit there, chat. I'll laugh at you occasionally. Start talking about a certain subject. Start talking about the show. Talk about me, and I'll stand my ground. You know, I will defend myself against you, and I will show you that I'm not the pushover, and you're not superior to me like you think you are. So that's how I feel about Dexter. I don't like him, but can I live with him in this house, in this environment? Of course I can, because I'm made of tough stuff.
Is it ever gonna end, the big old feud? Right, it's time to welcome a lady who's bilingual. Not only can she speak English, thank goodness, but she's fluent in body language as well. So here to translate and analyse exactly what the housemates are saying with their bodies, it's the wonderful Dame Judy James. Did you just see that whistle?
I did.
We got a woo!
Yep.
You're always going to be called that from now on, just so you know.
Dame, listen,
Dame Judy James.
It helps in the supermarket, what can I say?
Good.
Yeah.
OK, so obviously we have to talk about Dexter and Callum because it's all kicked off with them again this evening.
Show.
What do you make to it all?
I mean, the house is like an emotional tinderbox. I mean, and Callum in particular, that guy has got to be in control of himself. He's also got to be in control of Sam, and he also thought he was in control of Charlie. He's like a little twig that somebody's dipped in petrol, and then in comes Mr. Lionheart, the wrestler. Now, what that guy did was he got Callum into a state of physical aggressive arousal. You know, when they were facing one another up, and it was quite funny.
And he was very...
Yeah, now when we
nose
do that,
nose.
we're partly mucking around, but actually it creates an intrapersonal effect, which means that you get into that state of aggressive arousal, and then if you've got all the aggression inside, boy, is it going to explode, and that's what we saw. He acted it, and then he did it.
So, what is going on with these two? Where is, you know, where has it come from? Where is it going? What the hell's going on?
These two, I mean, partly their problem will be their similarities. I mean, they are two game players. I think in a way...
So, like what Gina said?
Yeah, I think in a way that Callum sees Dexter, he's like his dark side that he doesn't want to admit. You know, he wants to be the honest guy, the good guy. But he is a game player, and, you know, we called him the shapeshifter. He is playing so many different roles, but he doesn't want that to be revealed. And I think he can see in Dexter so many characteristics that he has himself that he's trying to suppress. Then you've got the Charlie thing, but I don't think that's anything to do with romance. I mean, Charlie nominating Callum was like a knee and a boot in the groin for him, wasn't it? And that, I believe, is what he got angry about. I don't think it was particularly to do with Dexter. I think he was so angry and upset that the person who'd been mentoring, the person who'd be controlling for all of those weeks
and
suddenly
has invested
turned on
a lot
him.
of time in.
Yeah, and he lost face, he lost heart. I think it was anger based on that. He dealt with it very calmly because he talked to like a headmaster, didn't he? It was like, you know, I'm really disappointed in you, but he suppressed all his real emotions, and I think it's given him an outlet to pour them all out. So I think it's more about anger to Charlie than it is about Dexter.
So it's anger to Charlie that he's directing
at Dexter's
way.
He clearly doesn't like Dexter, but I mean, Dexter
Charlie.
is not a problem for him, really. Is he that much of a problem? I mean, no, I think that was suppressed stuff that he offloaded.
I don't know. I can't imagine how he would be.
You just laugh. Laughing would be the best thing to do. To do with Dexter, you'd laugh at him, really.
I think if Dexter knows he's getting under your skin, he's probably going to go at you even more, isn't he? To know that he's getting to you. OK, let's take a look at a clip of Dexter and Callum facing off.
I've never known anyone like you. You're the most manipulating, conniving little weasel I've ever come across. I have to be around you because I live with you. Other than that, you'd be one of my worst enemies on the outside too. I don't want to be anywhere near you, and I don't want to feel the way you make me feel. And that is that you are better than me. It's not about where you're from, and it's not about what you've come from, what kind of family. It's nothing to do with that. And I don't like people looking down the nose at me, my family, or anything to do with that. So, I'm not going to put up with it anymore. Done.
It just suddenly got very uncomfortable, didn't it?
I mean, when I was watching it, you suddenly felt the mood change, and it really was a sort of sit there with your jaw open moment. You could feel the anger.
It went from playfulness
and
the American accent and, you know, Dexter doing all of this.
Which was a bit more Betty Davis than... how did he deliver it to a little guy standing there with that mask, you know, with the eyebrows and the moustache? I mean, why did he not
I do think Dexter probably used that to his advantage, though.
But, I mean, you could see him building up because they started off with this eye stare. Now, when you use constant eye contact like that, and it's why boxers do it, the result you're going to get is either you're going to get deep love, because it's what we do, it's lovers' eye contact, which clearly not with those two, or it's deep aggression. In the animal world, that would end up in a fight. And then Callum did the jaw chew that he does, and then he started rocking, so he was really as though he was squaring up for a fight. But I think you can see the tension in the other housemates, because I've never seen them react like that. Normally they'll laugh, but I mean, even Gina was hiding her face. Sam giggled, which is a sign of sort of bubbling nervousness. And one of the twins had got his little jumper over his nose. I mean, these are tough characters, but they could all see that they just wanted to hide.
You could see Charlie really listening. I kind of felt like I gauged the situation by Hazel's reaction, because normally, you know, face-to-face noms or seeing who's nominated you on a screen, she giggles and laughs and kind of goes, oh, my goodness. But she was almost dumbfounded by what was going on, almost as if she didn't really know what to do.
And as you say, Charlie, I think she'd realised this was something to do with what I'm calling the hate triangle now. I mean, she was really watching it. I think she felt there was an involvement for her there somewhere along the line.
Right.
But it was an absolute Big Brother moment as far as I'm concerned.
OK, now later on we saw Callum trying to explain to Dexter why he has a problem with him. But you have noticed what was happening, as you do, the other things that are going on, with Sam and Charlie. Let's have a look at them. So what's happening?
Well, this was, you know, Callum's moment. Callum was supposed to be explaining how he was feeling to Dexter. And there, in front of him, there's his wingman who'd actually been saying, oh, keep away from Charlie, she's bad news, I don't like the way she's... And Charlie, who'd kneed Callum in the groin by nominating him, canoodling. I mean, we got stroking, we got grooming, and they ended up laying on top of one another, all while I won't feel sorry for him, but just a little bit. Poor Callum's trying to explain his feelings and his low self-esteem and everything. And there's this strange, weird... It's as though they were still going on. You know, it's as though he's just losing respect everywhere. And I love the way that Dexter was listening for a little bit. And then when Callum got too emotional, I think Sophie called him for a cup of tea or something. He just got up in the middle of what he was saying and walked out. So Callum was sort of sitting there, you know, with his two steams going on.
I did feel quite sorry for him at that point.
I'm really fight against it, but I am almost feeling a bit sorry for him.
And we're not insinuating, are we, that anything's going to happen between Sam and Charlie? That was just a friendly thing, right?
With Charlie, anything's possible. I don't do that to my friends. I mean, it was really intimate stuff, and it was such a big display. And, you know, I don't know, Sam's getting a bit of leadership quality going on.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he going to take charge, do you think? Because we're seeing him become more vocal.
Well, we got... I mean, the higher level went, didn't it, in the hierarchy? So Mummy and Daddy are out. That left what I call the adult group, and Charlie did try and take over herself, I think, in the first week after her mum went and then got crushed. And then you've got the babies. But now you've got the adult group who are just fighting one another so much. None of them want to take the lead. And it's a bit like a house where the children have got to go and take the lead. So you've got Sophie, who instigated that rebellion of nicking the chocolate and actually took the lead in that. But Sam has grown up. I mean, at last, we've got Sam, the man, in there. And I mean, he's sitting high. He took on Dexter twice, didn't he? Yeah. Really confident, really assertive. I'm seeing a new side to him.
It's nice to see as well.
It's very nice, and Charlie clearly agrees with us.
Judy James, everybody. Right, it's the moment you've all been waiting for, and it's a good thing that Ryland's not here, because I'm not sure he'd be able to contain himself. Legendary house cooks Claire Richard and Jackie Travers joined forces to show us how to make the most of the housemate's £76 shopping budget. If you can't stand the heat, gently untie your apron strings and shimmy out of the kitchen.
Welcome to a very special edition of Chef on the Side with me, Claire from Steps. Now, the housemates only have a shopping budget of £76 this week, so they will have to make do with a basic set of ingredients. So to help me show you how to make a delicious budget meal, please welcome my chef on the side.
It's me, Jackie Travers.
Hi, Jackie.
How are you?
Jackie's going to help me make a beautiful budget chickpea stew, and I'll be showing you how to avoid a tragedy in the kitchen when you are cooking on a budget. So, Jackie, let's get started. Okay. First thing we need to do is heat a pan, medium to high heat.
All right.
And we need to get some oil in there.
Okay, here we go.
With the onions.
This is good. I like the onions. Exciting.
And then we get the garlic and the ginger in. How much chilli? Now we can start adding everything else into the onions. So we can add the chickpeas, water, a sprig of rosemary. It smells amazing and it looks nice as well, doesn't it? So the rosemary's gone in, the chickpeas, the tomatoes we put in.
Lovely.
Salt and the spices in.
Yep.
So
this is so good. Kidney beans.
And then the kidney beans.
Fabulous.
I think that's it. And then
I think that's it, yeah.
We need to leave that to simmer for 10, 15 minutes.
Lovely, yeah. Let the flavours come out. And...
Yeah. Should we go and have a little drink?
Why not?
Waiting? Come on then.
Great idea.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that's very nice. So, Jackie, we've got a few minutes left until the stew is ready. Can you teach me some of your famous dance moves,
Oh,
please?
my God. All right, then. Yes.
Okay.
Dedicated to Mick Jagger.
Of course.
So this is the one Ryland loves. 1, 2. It's called the chicken step. 4.
Okay.
Clap the hands. Got the back.
right,
5, 6, 7, 8. And then you've got the Ryland step. Swing, pump, swing,
This is the one
swing, pump, swing. Oh, that's good. That's brilliant. Okay.
I might say I've done a few dance moves myself in my time.
You have. And then we've got the spring and heel. So you go spring, heel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brilliant! Yeah, eat your heart out, Ryland.
Yeah. Right, Jackie, it smells amazing.
Wonderful.
Should we dish up?
Absolutely.
go to channel5.com/Big Brother.
Dig in and give it a try.
So delicious. Wonderful.
Really nice.
Here's to cooking on a budget, Jackie.
Absolutely.
Well done. I wonder if that's in the budget.
I don't think so.
Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Just like a freshly made chickpea stew, we are very good for you. We are tasty, and we're prone to causing a little bit of wind. I love a fart gag. Chickpeas never tasted so good or smelt so bad. Right. Now that we're near the end, it's time to start looking at each individual housemate. And starting tonight, we're going to kick off with Gina. From the moment she walked into the house, she has done nothing but speak her mind. And it seems that it's finally paying off because this week she has escaped being nominated for the very first time. Well done, Gina. But the question is, who is she?
It will be hard living in the house. I'm a lady of leisure. My mother gives me a £10,000 allowance a month and it's extremely hard to live on, so I just steal her credit cards all the time. I don't really want to be doing any work in there. There really should be a maid in Big Brother.
This house sends you loopy. Doing it for the team. Fuck me. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Cheers.
It's on 20 minutes.
So, Judy, let's start with you. Do you think that the profile VT that we saw on launch night, did that give us a false sense of who she was?
No, you know, Emma.
No,
it's
Judy.
Like...
Judy, Luke. Judy.
Judy. Oh, sorry, Judy. Sorry, Judy.
We're ventriloquist act, so... Do you remember the kind of flotilla of horribleness that she went in under? I mean, I just thought I'd give her a week. And I think it's only because Sally was in there.
The boo she got when she walked into the house.
She was dreadful. She was horrible. She was this kind of diva. I'm not sleeping there. And I remember thinking, this is classic cliche Big Brother. She'll be in for a week. She'll cause all sorts of fights. We'll hate her and then she'll go out to booze. I think because Sally was in there, who kind of filled that niche, they both kicked off, didn't they? And then Sally went out instead. And I think that's what saved Gina. I think we'd just be remembering this dreadful woman otherwise. But because she was so horrible at the start and because she showed her fangs at the start, she was very angry with Sally and quite scary. I think we then liked unwrapping the good side of her. We actually looked for the warm heart. We actually looked for the sweeter side of her. And she's kept quite sweet since then, but she's still a little bit scary, isn't she? I mean, I wouldn't want to cross her in there, and I think that's kind of kept everybody in check.
About her, though.
Yeah, I
she,
think that's
she's
what
very,
people do.
Tells you what she exactly what she thinks. Was anybody here fans of Gina from week one?
No.
I think she's got this kind of gorgeous femininity. She's glamorous, she was elegant, and there's no other girl like her in there, really. And she makes it worth watching, I think, if for
so
some
you're
men...
well pleased that she's still in there?
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Martin, do you think people were too quick to judge her?
No, because, you know, first impressions do count. You know, that's a fact, you know.
Has your opinion changed of her at all?
Well, I wouldn't say it's changed, but, you know, I was just seeing that VT and she says, oh, she gets £10,000 a month, she finds it hard to live on. And I think that's not the kind of person I want to win Big Brother.
Yeah.
Just not on that, you know.
Because she doesn't need the money.
Well, just like, even if you are getting that, the fact that you say it, it's got to say something about you. If you're saying that on TV, it's like, I'm not sucked in by it.
She went in there for the experience.
Yeah, then have an experience. I'm saying about winning and getting the money.
money.
Yeah, she's having an experience. I'm not saying you shouldn't have an experience. She's having an experience, but I'm saying I'm just not on this bandwagon. Gina Twins, yeah, she's great, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like...
There's somebody that's not on the bandwagon. OK, now she's proved that she could take one for the team during the quarantine task, and my goodness, did she shovel a whole load of rubbish down her throat. Were you surprised, Chelsea, at how she did?
Do you know what? No, I like Gina. I think she's good for doing that. Whoop, whoop. I think, do you know, I didn't expect her to do it, but I think Gina's a G. She's done that for the team. Good on her. Go on, G.
Luke, do you think that was the turning point for her, to a certain extent?
What, drinking dog food?
Well, it's like...
Yes, that was a turning point in all our lives at one point.
No,
was it
it's
not?
like doing... What I mean is it's like doing a bush tucker trial, isn't it? When you see that on TV, that's normally the person that wins the show.
Yeah, to be honest...
Because they've taken one for the team and they've kind of done something quite gross.
At one point, Emma, we've all taken one for the team. But I do feel as though... I don't know what I mean by that, actually. But what I don't think I can get past the first week, Gina, because I think ultimately, if you scratch deep enough, you will get that girl back. I think Sally brought that out of her. I think what Gina was saying earlier as well. So I kind of almost feel as though Gina, this whole 10 grand, is she living in a council flat? Is she living in the Savoy? Do we really know the real Gina? Are we seeing this Nikki Graham-style 2013 personality of her? I honestly don't think we've seen the real Gina in the house. I believe that.
Really?
No. Yeah.
OK, let's talk about when she went into Safe House with Dexter. She made her girl code speech. Do you think that made the public perceive her differently?
Yeah, I mean, for me, the big moment was when she emerged without makeup on. I think Gina without makeup is really a good thing to see, because you see her with all the false eyelashes, and then suddenly you see this puffy little face in the morning. And I think that's probably the brave bit, as far as most of us are concerned. I think her dynamic with Dexter's very good, because they both look like people that would probably go to the same nightclub in the evening. And I think she brings out the best of Dexter, because she doesn't take any nonsense from him, and I think we like that about her. I think that's very good. But I kind of agree. I don't think she's being herself.
Didn't she also tell Dexter some falsehoods as well about Daly? You know, when that wasn't a very nice thing to do.
I think that was a mishearing. Genuinely, I think she heard something wrong, and I think they've kind of chatted about that, haven't they? And they've cleared the air with everything about that.
They're a really good double act, and I love them two together. When they went in the Safe House, it was amazing viewing, and they just became such good friends from it, and I love them both because of the relationship they grew in the house.
OK, very quickly, Luke, I don't want to rub salt in the wounds, but you were favourite at the beginning of Big Brother 9 to win. However, you did leave quite unexpectedly, and I lost a lot of money.
Well, so did my mum and dad.
I didn't really bet. Do you think Gina fans might be upset?
Yes. Fans of potential winners should be prepared to be very disappointed, because you don't win. And yes, Gina fans, get ready to weep. She won't win this show. She doesn't need £100,000. Somebody from Wales will probably go out and get £100,000 and live happily ever after. I'm not bitter.
OK, so that's Gina. Don't forget, we're going to be talking about all of the housemates individually over the next couple of weeks. Now, you might be feeling a little tired and a little bloated at this point, but there is always room for a little bit more exclusive.
Go on, Gina! I'm the Jack Jordan. Come on, Gina!
Sorry. Is that blood?
I'm the Jack Jordan.
Oh, that's blood. Where's the blood there from the embryo? Oh, my God.
Swallow, 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 swallow. Swallow.
Gina.
Come on, girl.
Go on, Jake.
Right, get your mind over matter. 1, 2, 3, swallow.
Tips on
Then
the
it's
head.
done. Yes!
Well done,
Well done! That's my warrior!
That's not nice. Right, we're in the phone room. Loads to talk about. Let's get started. Who's had line one?
We have Doug from Blackpool.
Doug from Blackpool. Are you there?
Hi, Emma. You all right?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm not so bad.
Good.
I just want to talk about the twins
Yes.
because I feel recently that they've kind of declined in popularity for some reason.
Oh,
I think it might have been, you know, the reaction to finding out that they're up and who's nominated them and the reasons. And I think it's really quite, you know, unfair because I still love them and I still think they're really adorable. And, yeah, I think it's just been sort of misunderstood, really, and it's been mistaken for arrogance when it's really just a sort of, you know, shock.
They're just a bit
realising
down, aren't they, I think?
Yeah.
You know, they're young as well, and hearing
yeah,
that sometimes...
they're the same age. They're the same age as me, and I think that it's just really a shock of finding out you're not that liked, really, in the house.
And I also imagine it would be quite difficult when you hear that, oh, I actually quite like one of you, but I'm just not keen on the other one. That must be quite difficult to hear as well.
That's what I've been hearing, actually, because a lot of people seem to dislike Joe, but get on well with Jack. and find Jack, you know, quite funny and Joe quite rude. But, yeah, I just feel that one twin may cause, you know, another twin some trouble. And they say that they didn't want to be apart from each other, so it's kind of like,
It's nice
you know,
that they're
I'm willing
sticking
to...
together.
Yeah, it's like, it's nice that they're willing to, you know, take the fall for another's mistakes, but I think it might prove a bit dangerous to him. But I really, really hope that they don't go on Friday.
OK, Doug, thank you for calling.
Thanks, Emma. Have a good night.
I will,
Bye.
and you. Bye. Who's next?
Simon from West London.
Simon in West London. Hello.
Hello there, Emma.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
What would you like to talk about?
Well, I can tell Doug why the twins' popularity is declining is because they're petulant and they've an inflated sense of their own importance. But apart from that, they're good housemates.
OK, good. Well, we like good housemates.
Good, yes. I at last was my reaction last week when that shrill voice Sophie...
Oh, I thought you were going to say me then.
No, no, you haven't got a shrill voice. Sophie certainly has, and that reverie-inducing Sam were exposed to the public vote. Well done, Big Brother, I said to myself. And then, unfortunately, oh dear, Dan went in to join them.
I know, it was a shame, wasn't it?
Well, but Big Brother asked us to vote out. Had they asked us to vote in, Dan would have secured more votes than the other two put together.
I know, but times are a-changing and it's vote to evict again.
Yeah. Well, can I just say, I think Dexter made me laugh last night's programme when he said, oh, one good thing about the voting this week is I've got fewer votes. Well, Dexter, the reason why I've got fewer votes to vote you out is there are fewer housemates. I actually think Dexter is a walking compendium of complexes. There's enough material in Dexter for a whole weekend's conference of psychiatrists.
Simon?
Yes?
Thank you. I would let you carry on, but I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand those words. We've got to go to one more caller very quickly.
We've got Kaylee from Newcastle.
Hi, Kaylee.
Hi, Emma.
Please speak my language.
Hi.
Yes! What do you want to talk about?
I would like to talk about the rift between Hazel and Gina.
OK.
From watching it from the past few weeks, since Dan is left and all of Hazel's, you know, clique is kind of are starting to disappear, I think she's becoming very sly and she's playing like a very, very good game. I think she's very highly strung outside of the house. And she's talked about how she wants to be, you know, this is like her platform to become well known within the UK, you know, signing with a modern agency.
Yeah. Well, different people do Big Brother for different reasons, don't they?
Yeah, I think that's why people don't like her, though, because she's got a game plan and she knows what she wants the end result to be. But with Gina, she's just herself and she's dramatic, and I think that's why everybody loves her, and I think that's where the rift is.
This is Secret to Lies. Maybe they've all got a game plan, but we just haven't figured it out yet.
I know.
Thank you for calling. We're running out of time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. I just blew you a kiss as well. Right, stay tuned for more exclusives. Plus, Martin and Luke, they're going to be in the reality gallery. All the gossips coming up. See you in a bit. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Forget Neighbours and Home and Away. We are the glue that holds this channel together. Yes, we are. Here's today's news. At 12:24 this afternoon, Dexter and Gina went head-to-head in a race around the house.
Oh, God, no! Oh, my God, ow!
Yes, that's my voice!
We're winning!
Jadie the Joker!
We're winning!
Come on, Decador! Oh, careful with your head! Quick, Decador! Are you going to win this or not?
Really not.
There's a clear winner in this house. Very well done, Jack. You have pleasantly surprised me. We have a winner!
Yes, slightly.
Well done. Jack, I'm disappointed in you.
You need to work.
You'll be quicker and faster.
Oh, gosh.
Those twins look like one hell of a ride. On to 1:55 p.m, and it was time for Jack to face his nemesis.
Oh, God.
Shit.
Oh, good. Good work. Keep your balance. Jack and Joan, nemesis? I don't think so. At 5 p.m, for the next part of the task, it was time for Sophie to try and put the slam down on strongman Sam.
Yeah. The opponent to be named Ramped Up Reactions champion is Strongman Sam.
I'm against like an athlete. Are you having a laugh? I'm a full-time smoker. It was expected anyway. Little arsehole.
A knockout win for the strongman there, and if you want to see more of that, then tune into tomorrow night's main show. That is it for today's news. But what's happening now? Martin and Luke, they're in the Camerons. No, they're not. They're in the reality gallery. Boys,
Hi.
can you hear me?
Hi, yeah. Hi.
Oh, good. What's happening up there?
Lots happening, Emma. Sophie thinks one of the evicted housemates is in a safe house. Wouldn't that be brilliant if we put one of them back in?
And Sam worries that he was too harsh on Sophie in their ramped-up task.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Callum reassures him that he wasn't.
Right.
Housemates win 75% of their shopping budget.
OK, good. I love that you just, like, just reading this off cards.
We're just burning through it. Hazel and Shirley both miss writing on a shopping list because I know it's the iPad and stuff now. I actually had a chalk allergy during my year, so
right.
I would like to an iPad, you know what I'm saying.
I also like, Luke, how enthusiastic you seem.
Yes, no, that's great, yeah. But some of the housemates are obviously looking forward to seeing the parents and the family and the friends, which is great because they've only been in there, what, 6 weeks?
Yeah.
And Dexter's looking forward to being reunited with his laptop.
Yeah, it's good. I can imagine they've been missing the laptops and stuff, which, you know, you do, Merton, to be honest. Jack isn't happy with the amount of tobacco, Emma.
Jack isn't?
He's not happy with the amount of tobacco they've got.
Oh, why, they've got too much?
No, yeah, they've got too much.
OK. Well, boys, that was riveting. It's a good job. You're both good-looking. I'll speak to you soon. No, I meant that. Genuinely.
Yeah. No, OK.
Well, at least Martin is.
Oh.
I'm not coming back on this show. It's not worth the £7.
How much does he get?
He gets
How come I don't
£7,
get that?
but do you know, he'll definitely back. Do you know why? Because normally he's on the radio, and you
Yeah.
just hear him, you can't see him, he likes to be seen.
Well, he's got the face for it.
Yeah, exactly. Ian,
Yeah.
I'm ready for you to give me a little bit of didge.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that... Did you misread that, or was that...
No,
No, OK.
that was just... I thought I'd be nice to you so that you like me a bit more.
Yeah, you're not as good as Rylan, though. Anyway, we want your questions for the nominated housemates.
Yes.
Which are Callum, Dexter, Jack and Joe and Hazel.
Yes.
Use the hashtag AskTheHMs.
OK, don't forget, ask the HMs.
Yeah, and the best ones will be
Hashtag.
put to them in the diary room tomorrow.
OK.
Yeah, so
What
that's good. Gina. The big debate today was about Gina, so
Yeah.
I asked people online what they thought. Mostly positive, like about 75% positive, which is, out of these lot of housemates, who are the most hated housemates of all time.
What?
It seems to be. Everyone who comes out, they're like, we hate them.
brilliant.
I know, but I'm King Alia says, Gina is fantastic, the type of girl you want to be friends with, always says it how it is, and funny. Whereas Zara says, I think she's very selfish and needs a good wash.
Oh,
We can't verify that. We haven't gone to smell her.
OK.
But I'll try.
Ian, thank you very much. That's your fill for tonight. Massive thank you to all of my guests and, of course, the audience. Join me tomorrow. Tom O'Connell's going to be here. Ashley James, Emma Kennedy and the lovely Diane Newdale. Have a lovely night. Good night.